heck of a pass. I mean, you could just hear that ball sizzling in the air.
It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Slot man moves right.
53, check 53. I got you. I got you.
Play action. Now it's Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They find some open field here. Good move at the 30. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 26. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet. Running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
It goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The point after threw the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Cut.
Mayfield on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Mayfield on play action. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his right. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is taken at about the 14. Not good at all. Punting just 24 yards there. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll roll him out right. Completes it to Samuel. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Gray. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the 16, Lance. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call it. It's an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Lance now on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Ready, set. That was the Mike 37. Man, I got you. Yellow.
Lance now on 1st down. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Lance. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Always got some breathing room. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 75 yards. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use, than that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to try it for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Caught left side, Hopkins. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson. As the first half is winding down, and the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete left side to Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man, and he'd be able to take it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Stafford now to throw. It's complete to Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's Stafford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Steps away to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Robinson's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Mike, 48. Big 20. Watch the slant.
Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Flush to his right. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now a dump off here complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's is incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This one caught by Kittle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
20! A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. Stafford looks to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. you're going. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Niners,